Hey Crossfire Youth, welcome to another version of Big Question. Today's big question is, how do you know God is really there? Now, I don't know about you, I don't know whether you believe in God or not, or whether you know that God is here right now or not. But to me, there's a few things that I can point in my experience in answering that question, how do you know God is really there? First up, you can probably look through science. There's this short message by Louis Giglio called Indescribable. Look it up on YouTube. It's great. He talks about how the universe is created, and there's like such an order to things that you can't deny that there is a design and there is a creator who designed the universe into existence. And like for us as followers of Jesus, we know that the creator is God. I mean, some people may not acknowledge that it is God or there is a creator, but that's what I believe, and I'm really keen to hear what you think about that. And then, like from my own personal experience, I've got a few stories to tell you. When I first started my first full-time job after graduating from uni, I didn't have a car, so like I took a bus to the office. It's in Clayton, so every morning when it rained, like it was like rainy season, it rained in the morning, I jumped on the bus and it was raining all the way. And then as soon as I got to the bus stop where the office is, I had to do like another 5-minute walk after the bus stop. The rain always stops, and it stops with just enough time for me to get to the office, and then it started raining again. And it didn't just happen once, it didn't happen just twice, it happened many times. And to me, that speaks of a God who cares for me in the little things. Because, like, who else can control a weather? Like, who else can stop the rain, right? And then, for me, like, God exists. God cares about you in the small things and in the big things. I was leading camp, a youth camp one time, and then I was just feeling so tired. It's like kind of the middle of the camp, late nights and all that sort of stuff. And then I was just walking by myself. Like, I remember so clearly in the middle of the dining room. And then in my head I just said, God, I'm so tired. I just kind of need a hug at the moment. And then you know what, believe it or not, one of the girls who were there at camp, she just came out to me and said, can I give you a hug? And I'm like, how is that possible? Like the words didn't came out of my mouth, but God heard, and He cared for me in the little things. And here's one more thing, like this is a big thing. My mom-in-law, Tiki's mom, she had a tumor in her like digestion system, and it kind of blocked her intestines, and she couldn't eat. And then went to emergency, went to surgery, and the surgeon said, we can't operate because it's wrapping around some really important blood vessels, and it looked like cancer. When the surgeon who's operated many times said it looked like cancer, you probably believe it. So they managed to kind of do a bypass, fix everything up, and then you know what the biopsy said? The biopsy said it was not cancer. And over the years, tumor normally, they grow, right? But in her case, it shrunk. To me, that's God. That's a testimony of God's existence, and God was really there. So I don't know what your experience is, whether you've seen it, you've experienced it, or not yet. Can I leave you with two things? Ask, seek, and knock. That's the first one. In Matthew 7, verse 7, Jesus taught this: ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be given to you. For everyone who asks receives, and the one who seeks finds, and to the one who knocks it will be open. Or which one of you, if his son asks him for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will give him a serpent? If you, then, who are evil, know how to give good things to your children, how much more will your Father, who is in heaven, give good things to those who ask Him? God wants to be known. God wants to walk with you, to have a relationship with you, and He cares for you. So keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking. You will find Him. Here's another thing. Sometimes we like everything explained to us from A to Z. We want everything to fit logically. We want to be able to explain everything, to be able to explain God. But God is so much bigger than that. God is so much bigger than our understanding. God is so much bigger than what we can comprehend. So how do we comprehend Him? Faith. In Hebrews 11, he says here, now faith is the confidence in what we hope for and assurance for what we do not see. Have faith. Keep walking, keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking. You will find Him. So I'd love to hear from you. If during the holidays God turns up in your life, in the little things and in the big things, shoot us a message. We want to hear all about it.